do a quick demo for this color palette exercise. Now, this is the downloaded template from the module, so please read the instructions and take a look at the examples. I'm just going to show you real quick how to go about doing this in a pretty easy fashion. One thing I do want to do is I want to make sure that my layers are showing up, because this is where you're going to create separate layers for individual elements here. Um, as you don't have to do that, but I like to do it so I can move things around. It's going to create a larger and larger file as we go, but once you're done, you can just export it as a PDF. I'll show you that here in just a second. So I'm just going to create a new layer. Okay. Once you create a new layer, you can name it. Naming your layers is good, so I'll call it analogous one. It's incorrect spelling, but anyways, you get the idea. So analogous one, layer one, okay, and then I'll just select an area. So this area I'm going to use for the color, and then this area I'm going to use to label it. But so what I'm going to do now is pick a color and fill that area. Okay, so I made a selection using this tool. Okay, or you can use a paintbrush, or you can use anything you want. But I'll start with a background, and I'm going to find a color using the color picker. So I'm going to do like a blue analogous color scheme here. Okay, you can't really see what I'm doing up at the very top, but I'm in Photoshop, and then I'm just going to go to Edit Fill, and I'm going to fill it with my foreground color, foreground and background. So I'm going to use foreground color and fill it. Okay, and then I'm going to deselect. Okay, once I deselect, then I can create a new layer. Okay, and I'll call it shapes, maybe do shapes. Okay, so now I'm going to create using one of the design principles, line, color, form, texture, space, or text. I'm going to create a shape and then find another blue color, okay, in the analogous scheme. Edit fill. Okay, I'm going to fill it with foreground color, and there we go. Deselect, so you can kind of see it's on a separate layer right there. And if I want to, I can do a quick copy. I'm just holding the Option key down and dragging. Okay, so I can just create a quick pattern as well. Okay, so again, I'm just doing a multiple selection by using click and shift. Okay, you can see I'm selecting all three layers, or you could actually do it over here in the layers palette. And then I'm just going to hold the Option key down and click and drag, and I can create copies. Now you're going to notice, if you look at the file size, it's going to start getting a little bit larger. So you want to save this often, okay, and you want to save it as a, let me stick that in the, so just save it here. Now to submit it, I really don't need to see all the layers, so you can save this as a PDF. Okay, right now it has layers on it. You might want to turn that off. Okay, turn the layers off, it's going to collapse all the layers, and that's going to make it a smaller file. So, right, and so when you go to do that, it's going to ask you on what kind of format. High quality print should be fine since you're collapsing the layers. So I'll just click yes. Okay. So if I open that file real quick, I just want to show you. If I open up that file that's been actually kind of flattened, which is right here, okay, so that's the PDF. I say, you see it's only one layer, so it's going to be pretty small for submission. So you can kind of see that we can make selections, fill with it, or you can actually, use your other tools to paint and draw with. That's fine. Totally up to you how you go to do that. Use paintbrush, use rectangular selection, whatever tools you want to use to make a selection, and then fill it or draw with it. That's fine, whatever you want to do there. Okay.